What's up, guys, and welcome to another video of DevTalks with your host Traven, where we talk about everything engineering technology wise. In this video, we actually got to talk about Salesforce doing some layoffs. So without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let's dive right in.
One of the biggest employers in the Bay Area is cutting thousands of jobs because of AI. So what should you be doing if you're worried about losing your job? Let's bring in our business and tech reporter, Scott Budman. This isn't just a worry about the Silicon Valley or tech workers. This could be widespread.
Right, very true, Raj. I mean, at this point, AI and tech are linked because of all the money involved, because of the technology, and let's be honest, a lot of the hype that's involved here. But machines that can handle certain tasks are being used a lot, and they're taking the place of humans. Salesforce has been on the front lines of the AI revolution, building what it calls Agent Force to boost its customer service. Now the company, a longtime Bay Area tech giant, says it will cut 4,000 jobs. Salesforce tells NBC Bay Area because of the benefits and efficiencies of Agent Force, we've seen the number of support cases we handle decline, and we no longer need to actively backfill support engineer roles.
There have been layoffs.
We have gotten to a point now.
All over America.
We have gotten to a point now where engineers aren't safe. Nobody's safe. We have gotten to a point, and there's an interview that I saw with Tucker Carlson and Mark Cuban. And Mark Cuban was talking about how AI is going to do with less jobs and stuff. We're going to cover it on this channel. Trust and believe I might record that video today. What's when I get the timestamps in order. But they are taking this, the CEOs are taking this AI thing and they're running with it. And they're not going to keep as many people there. You don't need as many people there for incident management purposes and all this other stuff. It's going to be way too many senior level people out there. The competition's only hiring senior level people, which is hurting the kids coming out of school because you can look at the statistics. Nobody in entry level damn near is finding a job. And if not, it's very, very lowly paid, barely scraping by and things like that. And, you know, sometimes you have to do what you have to do at the end of the day. But look, they just said that it's infecting engineer support roles along, not just all the support people. The support roles for engineers, they're gone. And I guarantee you at Salesforce, they get paid over six figures easily. And the reason why I say that is because I've been to Salesforce Tower and the park that they have. Beautiful. I've been to San Francisco twice. The last time I was there, I've been there. It's a beautiful place. I'm telling you, right where they work at, nice area, not too far of a walk from the water. And I'm literally telling y'all, the park, it's wonderful. It's nice to walk around when you need the time and everything like that. The towers was literally right there. I've seen the whole tower. I have pictures on my phone of the tower and everything. It's a nice place. But they no longer need people. And these CEOs, they look at it and they're like, yeah, why are we going to keep paying these people if this is doing a good enough job? And guess what? That thing is only going to get better. So they're going to do layoffs on top of that once again. Believe it or not, they're going to do it once again because that number is going to go up. It's going to go up. The thing's going to get better, and they're going to be like, we need less people again, and they're going to lay off again because that's the trend that's going on throughout here. And because legislation isn't putting no acts and requirements in for businesses, I figure once when this kind of massive wave finishes, maybe they do. Maybe that's something that people have to talk to their legislators about some AI versus people act. Who knows? But it's definitely impacting a lot of people.
Directly attributed to AI.
HR consultant Lori Rudiman says AI is affecting jobs in several fields. She says if you want to stay employed or are looking for work, new skills are needed, not just contacts.
If your network could get you a job, it would have done it already. It would have done it yesterday. So it's on you to really expand your vision, expand your horizons, to meet new people.
As for AI itself,
this is a giant hype cycle.
Analyst Ed Zitron says it's being blamed by tech companies that overhired during the lockdown and are now looking to lure investors by claiming to be more efficient.
It's just the growth at all cost mindset.
I can't agree with that. That statement, the reason why I can't agree with that statement is because companies already did their layoffs for overhiring during the lockdown. They already did. A lot of those companies that were overhiring and things like that, I've covered it on this channel back last year, the year prior, before even AI was out. A lot of those big companies were already doing layoffs of rehiring. This is literally only layoffs due to AI purpose coming out. So that is not a true statement where they just said, oh, the companies are trying to blame it on the lockdown. It's not true at all.
The only thing that's important is growth, even if it ruins people's lives, even if it makes the company worse and provide an inferior product.
That's very interesting. That's something that we don't talk about too often, that they're just going to trim no matter what, regardless of the AI.
Yeah, and that's part of the cycle he talks about. Hey, you want to help the stock price. You want to convince Wall Street that you're doing the right thing. Right, exactly.
Yeah, we've gone through that. What other industries are impacted right now? We can talk about next year and 2 years, but right now.
Really, anything that deals with customers, that deals with the public, sadly, is in the crosshairs. All of Hollywood is talking about this. Anything that's artistic and creative, they're talking about replacing with AI. For many of us, at least old school people, no, you need a human touch. But again, that efficiency goal gets in the way, and they say maybe we can do it a little better and definitely do it cheaper with robots.
We're not old school, we're middle school.
Okay.
That's how we see it. Last question for you. We likely to see, when are we likely to see more layoffs like this, at least under the AI umbrella?
I think it's coming soon. Salesforce is a leader in getting AI into the consumer space. It's a giant software company. It sells a lot of that, but there are many, many other companies that line up behind it. It'll be interesting to see if they say, okay, if Salesforce can do it, we'll do it too. That's what we'll be.
Some of the companies already did. I'm not going to say exactly how, because I don't want to, in a sense, dox myself or anything, but a lot of companies do this. It's not a Salesforce thing. Every single company that uses some type of thing is going to go ahead and use the AI or the robotics in any way, shape, or form they can possible. And to a degree, to sometimes there is a customer, there is a person aspect that needs to be put to it. When it comes to entertainment, when it comes to customer service, there always does. And the reason how you can know that is, yes, most people's questions can be helped with AI to a certain degree, right? To a certain degree. If anybody, I love using this example when the woman on the phone, what is it called? The prompt person, and it's like, oh, press this if you need help with this, press this if you need help with this. What do most people do? What do most people do when they're on the phone and they just want to get to a customer service person? There's a reason why they want to talk to an actual person, because the prompt might not give exactly everything that they need, anything to that degree. They press 0, or they tell operator to talk to a person on the phone, because there's certain outliers, right? When you look at a graph all the time, they teach this in math class, right? You can make a graph based on outliers, and you have the middle line point. You'll be able to solve 80% of these issues, right? Okay, we can solve 80% of these issues along this point on this line with AI. We'll use that, or with any customer service tool. We could do that. What about the 20% outliers? Do we just say F them? Now, mind you, they said they need less, so they didn't fire every single one in the department. They didn't. But here's the catcher about layoffs, right? One, layoffs only go by terms of how long a person has been at a company. They cut out the new people first. In a lot of terms, they cut out the newer people first. The people who have been less time there, blah blah blah. They favor seniority to a certain aspect. That person was probably crashing out because he definitely believes that his support is better than what the AI agent is giving. How many people are you laying off that actually get better support than the AI thing? And how are you tracking that? I bet you they don't have no metric on it. They don't, because it's something that's kind of hard to do to some aspect, but if you're getting the reviews and you collect the data for yourself, yeah, you can collect that. But guess what? The CEO isn't going to see that metric for you. The CEO is not seeing that metric for you. All that stuff that you keep about yourself, the reviews, all your performance and everything like that, you can be there for 2 years and be the best performing one in your group over people who've been there 10, whatever. It won't matter. It won't matter what performance things you have said. It does not matter because it's not personal to you. You're just a dollar sign, unfortunately, and if you're really that talented and good, you should be able to get a job to some degree. All depending on where your experience level lies. Entry level people, way harder for them. Way harder. But sometimes that's just how it is. So without further ado, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm actually very interested. Like once I said, I think Salesforce is a decent company. Overall, like once again, their campus in San Francisco is beautiful. It actually is beautiful. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I really appreciate everybody who does. If you have any suggestions, send me an email, devtalkspod@gmail.com. Without further ado, peace. See you next time.